in the layout menu, we can design each element separately, more in depth. Oh, and actually in the design itself, we can really influence the design. So in the layout, we have the breadcrumb. As I mentioned, it's the small navigation bar that tells us exactly where we are. It can be centered to the left, middle, or right. The head section, which is the part with the category name and details. So here too, how do we want to display the header? Should we display the text and then the image, or the image and below it the text? Or should the text be inside the image? Currently we don't have an image, so it's less relevant. Alignment to the left, center, right. What will be the height of the image if an image is provided? What will be the spacing between the category title and the description? Okay? You can see that as we increase, the spacing increases. And should we collapse the text if we have a description that's too long? In this case, it won't show everything, but will show read more. And if we choose show all, then it will display everything. Product grid. The grid is essentially the products themselves. Do we want it to be fixed in uniform size or responsive? Of course, it's recommended to be responsive to fit all screens. The minimum width of each card, the smaller we make it, the smaller the size of the card will be. Okay? Let's leave it all like that. How many products to show on each page? Of course, it depends on whether we chose to have paging, and of course we did that. So here we can actually specify how many products will be on each page. Let's increase it, for example, to 20. Even though we only have 2 products, what will be the spacing? Okay, between the cards, and what will be the spacing between the rows? If we had more products, then this is essentially the spacing between the first row, the second row, and the third row. Product image. How do we want the image to look? So will there be an image with text below, or an image with the text beside it? Okay, and even if so, what will be on the right? What will be on the left? In other words, will the image be on the left or will it be on the right? Regarding the image, should it be cropped according to the available space or simply adjusted to size? The ratio, the aspect of the image, is it horizontal, square? Okay. Margin from the side, margin from the bottom. Add to cart button. So we have the option for the button to be here, directly above the image, or below the image. Product details. Do we want the details to be below the image? Not at all. Or above the image. Okay? To be in the middle, below. Okay, let's leave it like this for now. What is the spacing? Okay, you see? The more I increase, the more I actually give more space from the edges. Align to the right, center, left. Of course, if you are building a website in Hebrew, it is recommended to align to the right. If we want the price to be below the description or side by side, one next to the other, and if so, then what will be the spacing between them here? And in the case of a sale, how do we want it? Like in this case where we have a sale, to show the price prominently and below the old price, or vice versa, or side by side, or reversed from the other side. Okay? Ribbons are essentially the squares located up here on sale. So again, it can be within the image. It can be above the product details. And the pages, okay? If we have a lot of products and we want to display page numbers, then how will we present them? 1, 2, 3, or simply display them with a line between them. And of course, their alignment, which is currently centered. That's regarding the layout. Let's move on to the design. So here too, we can design. First of all, the background that we set to be white. We can determine what the colors of the breadcrumb texts will be. Okay, remember? We can decide it will be a different color if we want. The product and the sorting, which we will see shortly. The header section, what type of title it will be. We see that it is currently Arial Black. This can be changed. Let's say we go with this font. What will be the size of the title? And of course, the description text can now also be changed. Let's update it to the same font type as well. Avenir Light can be enlarged. Of course, it's color. Category list filter. So the products themselves. What will be the font of the title like? Let's also go with Avenir. What will be the color? The text of the filters, the categories, we will open and see shortly. Okay. Product info. So also the product name, its description. Okay, do you see? I installed the font. It can be enlarged. The price if we want. Let's also change it to Avenir. It can be enlarged because it's a slightly bigger price. Of course, the color can be updated like okay. Ribbons. Okay. We can choose for it to be square, hollow, or with rounded corners. We can set the color to change. Let's say like this, more prominent. Update the font. Maybe make it bigger. So if we want a divider between the name and the price, name and price divider. The Add to Cart button. Also, you can decide whether it will have rounded corners or be a square. Okay? Whether it's just text or also a plus icon. And if so, which icon? Will it be a cart? Will it be a plus? Okay. Let's leave it with an icon. Regarding the text, what will the text be? What will the color be? What will the button's color be? Let's set it to orange for now as well. Center the text to the middle. The button's font. The size. And the page navigation. We also have the option to change the font, the color, and how the page we're on will look. Maybe a different style. Text. In the text, we can actually change the wording. What will be written on the button? Add to cart. Or what will be written if the stock is out and a pre-order can be made. And what will be written if the stock is depleted. So, of course, this is the basic text. Usually, when you set up a site for a store in Hebrew in the settings, it knows how to update it to Hebrew. Let's move on to the list. So the list is an important tab. Basically, the list allows us to display the categories we have on the site here on the side. All we need to do is simply open the button, and then we can see the categories we've added and also the filters. So we can display, change the title, or browse by, or whatever you want. Regarding the filters here are also prominent, but we can activate them and basically show how we want, what options we want to provide to the customer when they are filtering. So one of them is, of course, by product type, by price, and by colors. It actually knows how to bring these filtering options from the products we added. Because we added products with gray, gold, black, it knows that you can choose color, price. Because we added prices, it knows that you can filter by price and by categories. That's regarding the filters. Here regarding sorting, which is arrangement, we actually want to give the user the option to arrange the products they see by recommendations, by the newest. And of course, quick view, how we want to display the quick view card. After we've done all that, let's click on Publish to save all the changes. Let's go to the open site, refresh. And we can see the new design. So we have the categories, and we can switch between Bridge, where there should be one product that is not visible right now, Machine Head, Pickup. Okay? Sorry, we only added pickups. We see that in pickups. We have two products. We see the filter. Unity can choose show me only black products, which is this. Okay? Price. You can clear here, of course. Price. So it shows us the cheapest price in the category and the most expensive. And of course the sort, the arrangement. Hey, show me the newest. Of course, Wix knows that we added this. After we added it, so for them it's newer. Price from low to high. from high to low. Names A to Z or Z to A, and recommendations.